welcome once again to the ABC of EDC. My name is Rick Flatt and I'm your host here through Everything Everyday Carry. Please make sure if you're watching on YouTube to like, subscribe, press the little bell icon, and also you might want to roam over to our other channel, the Flatt Earth Podcast, there for kind of classical podcasts, some film reviews, me talking some garbage about all sorts of stuff. But today we've got some important reviewing to do. It's September here, the nights are beginning to draw in, it will soon get dark and wintry, and that means in your everyday carry ensemble, you're going to need a good little torch. And I picked up this little powerhouse from Olight, the Baton 3, which for me is a great little torch, and other torch manufacturers can learn a whole lot from this little guy here. And we'll go through it, we'll unbox it, give you the measurements, the spec, a little bit of field test, and I'll tell you some of the things I like, some of the things I don't like, and you can consider whether you want to buy a torch like this or not. I can't even talk properly, so we should get on the review, man, because I'm better at that stuff. Let's go. So here is the box for the Olight Baton 3, simple, clear box, nice and white packaging, and yeah, you got this little yellow pull tabs. I like it when you get a pull tab, kind of pleasure. So you tug on that little pull tab, and straight away, there you go, it reveals a little unit. And the first thing you're struck by is the size of this thing. This thing is tiny, man. It's just a tiny, I know it's going to be small, but I wasn't expecting it to feel so small and to be so lightweight, but not cheap. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's just a great unit. We'll put that aside for the moment. What else is in the box? You get a little note from the Olight family here, just sort of thanks for buying it, you know, well done. Well, pleasure to buy it, thanks. Flip that over, there's a little bit of instructions on basic operations, charging, on, off, pull a little tab out for the battery, blah, blah, blah. Some instructions, blah, blah, blah. We don't need that, throw that away. Some further instructions on the actual operation. This might come in handy at some point. As a man, when I can't work out what to do, I'll go back and actually read the instructions. That's what we do. There's this little bag, which is of no use whatsoever. You bought a torch, you don't want to, carry gold coins to pay the highwayman, so we put that to one side. Little charging cable, a little lanyard here, which might come in handy. Probably not for this torch, but I'll use it for something else. Kind of like, it's nice. Little touch, little detail I like, little charger here, magnetic, but on the end of the USB they put this little plastic like protector, dust protector thing. Little details. I'll never use it again, but I just like that kind of little bit of attention. Lets you know they've got a bit of money behind them and they thought about this. Now this is the fun part. The way this magnet, the way the charging magnet connects to the bottom of this is so pleasurable. It's so pleasurable. I wish you were here in studio, you could to feel the snap and to hear the sound as it connects, this strong little magnet. And the beauty of this little magnet is this means you can attach this thing to all kinds of places. Here's the main unit. Again, this is at 83 grams. This is the deep sea blue colour. It's got that lovely gradient. I really like it. Other colours are available. Do what you got to do. Get what you want to get. This has got little rubberized button. You click it, and I won't go through the various modes, but there are 3 modes. There, you hold or you triple tap for the strobe. You double tap to go straight to turbo. High is 300 lumens, medium 60 lumens, low 12 lumens. And they're good for anything from 95 minutes up to 33 hours. And there's actually a moon mode, which is half a lumen, which they quote will last 20 days. So in a pitch black room, cavern, cave, dungeon, whatever you guys are up to, that half a lumen will go you 20 days and will light up a completely dark space. And like I say, there's also a strobe. You just press it 3 times, you get the strobe. Lovely looking little unit, great little gnarling on it. This clip is wonderful. This clip is kind of an S shape, so it will go in your pocket, but also go on a hat, which is really good. Makes it into a little headlight, which is great for me. Great little battery life so far. I'm not sure we can trust the quoted numbers of the company, but I used this in the woods for an activity the other day, and the battery lasted a long time. It's 550 amp hours, and it must have been a good 4 or 5 uses of various uses, and it ran out, but I was using turbo for a lot of that, I guess, and I don't think it was fully charged when I started using it, so I can't really make a fair comparison. I mean, they're claiming on high it lasts 95 minutes, medium 7.5 hours, low 33 hours, and like I say, that moon mode 20 days. Turbo, I don't know how long turbo lasts, probably not that long. Turbo is 1200 lumens apparently. but all from this little battery, which is, it's impressive stuff. And here I am, look, do you see that? I'm putting the battery back in the wrong way. I mean, what an idiot. It's not like I run an EDC channel. It's not like I'm supposed to understand technology, is it? Just screwing it back in, looking confused when it doesn't work. Anyway, you can trust me for your recommendations. This is waterproof. It's IPX8. So, I don't know how long it can stay submerged, but for most of us, that's going to be absolutely perfect. I will throw in some shots of this being used at night, but to be honest with you, those shots on these videos are pretty useless, aren't they? But trust me, this little bad boy lights a place up. It really does. It's a great little torch. Can't really see it, but that is a long. That post is like the distance between me and that post, like 10-15 foot. There's the dog doing his business. So yeah, here's nothing. First setting of the torch, a good standard torch. He'll do his business, you know what I mean? Light up, and then you double press, and then you get that sort of turbo business. And you can't really make it, but that tree there is a good 100 foot away. Doesn't get that hot. Well, the bulb gets kind of hot, but the actual unit itself doesn't seem to warm up with extended use, which is good sign of it being a well-built unit. Lovely gnarling on it, a little bit of text. And like I say, I love this colour. It's really nice. And look at me now, playing with a magnet. I'm just a giant man-child, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? Just a giant man-child. Anyway, the Olight Baton 3. I would say you can probably find this for somewhere between 65 and 75 English pounds. I'll put on the screen what that is in dollars, euros, all that sort of jazz. Do yourself a favour. If you're in the market for a little torch, get out there, grab yourself one of these suckers. I like them. They're fantastic. So I'm out testing a torch for the ABC of EDC, and as you can see, even on its lowest setting, it's as bright as the sun. So yeah, I'm out here. I'm not scared. It's dark, but oh, it's gone. That's not working. Hold on. Getting a bit scared there for a moment.